Update 2. My whole family think I'm favoring my nephew. In reality, I'm the only one not neglecting him. After I eventually told my nephew about his parents not divorcing, he completely checked out. He was blank and just stopped talking entirely. I was extremely concerned and would check on him every hour or so during the day because I was terrified that he would try something. This went on for a while with me or my boyfriend constantly checking on him. We'd also try to spend as much time with him as possible. He didn't say a word throughout this time. He just became mute. One of these days, my worst fear came true. My nephew attempted taking his life. Thankfully, my boyfriend found him right on time and was able to stop him. It's a miracle, and it is genuinely the worst thing I've ever experienced in my life. I immediately called my sister and told her what happened. I don't know what went through her mind, but she told me she was coming over right away. The second she saw her son, she looked blank, no expression. My nephew looked so lifeless and his mother just stood there. It was hard to watch. Her husband showed up a few hours later demanding that I let him in. When my nephew went to sleep, my sister and brother-in-law asked me what was wrong with him. I basically told them that he hasn't said a single word in a long time and that it's because of them. No sugarcoating. I told them that they failed as parents the second they decided to blame and burden him for their wrongdoings. They bullied him into silence. He's afraid of speaking and saying the wrong thing. I told them that I tried putting him in therapy and the therapist told me this. He'll sit there for an hour fidgeting with some crayons but won't talk because of them and they should feel guilty. I might have also told them that I hope the guilt is eating them alive. I then said that he needs serious and more professional help that I cannot give him as someone who isn't his parent and that they need to step up. They showed no emotion and tried blaming him, saying he was old enough to bear responsibility for his actions and claimed that what they did had nothing to do with what my nephew attempted. They then tried bringing my niece into it, saying she was the one struggling harder as she was the younger one. I kicked them out of the house there and then. As of right now, my nephew is still staying with me with no visits from his parents. His room door is always open and we still check on him and spend time with him consistently. I found a therapist that specializes in my nephew's case and he's already had a couple appointments. He's a bit more expressive, but I'm not expecting any big changes for a while. Edit: my nephew just attempted to take his life again and is in hospital right now. His chances seem low.